Okay, so we have our heading tags and our P tag. So we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to do an A tag. An A tag is used to link to a different web page. So standard format for this is going to be like our other HTML tags. So of course it's left angle bracket A, right angle bracket, and then left angle bracket, closing tag A, right angle bracket. So inside here, we need to add text in here. So if we do link to Google, just like the rest of our tags, we have text in here. If we save this and refresh our page, then you're going to see that there is no link to Google. It's just, it doesn't click. If you click on this, it does not go anywhere. It's static text is what it is, because that's what we have inside of our link. We're not telling it to go anywhere. So in order to link to another page, we're going to have to add an attribute inside of our A tag, our opening A tag. It's going to have the attribute href. Href is a link. So that's the link that you want the when you click on it, where you want to be redirected to. So href equals double quotes, and then inside these double quotes you can add the link google.com, and if you save this, what we have is A, and always make sure to put a space in between each attribute. Each HTML tag can have many attributes, and in this case we just have one, but if you have multiple ones, say another attribute we want to space, then you'll need to make sure that we space in between those attributes so it looks more cleanly and it works how we want it to. If we did not space, you would see that our tags no longer light up. This probably will not work. Let's try it. So if we save this and we go to here, and you see that we still have static text here. There's no link. Always make sure you space in between each attribute, and let's save. Refresh our page, and now you see it lights up and it has an underline here. That's normally how links look. So if we click here, this will redirect us to Google. So let's go back. There's your link tag. So the next tag that we are going to talk about is the image tag, and this is where we can add images to our page. This is kind of where it gets interesting. So for an image, you have that left angle bracket, image, and then this is a self-closing tag. So you could do the backslash left angle bracket. Self-closing means there's not a separate image tag that we do. You see how every tag up until this point has a opening and it has a closing tag, right? An opening and a closing tag. For image, it's self-closing. So we only have one tag, but it closes at the end. It closes itself. That's what that means. So inside image, if we were to save and we just had this image tag and refresh our page, it's not going to show us anything because we don't have anything. So in order to get an image inside of here, we need to find the source of the image. So let's go find an image. I'm a fan of beaches. The resorts, not the movie. So this looks like a good one. So if I were to click here, whenever you find the image that you want on Google, you're going to right click, go to copy image address, and then go back to your text editor. And what you want is to type in the attribute for image, which is source, SRC. That stands for source. That's where the image source is going to be at. So you do equals and double quotes, and then you could paste in the value that we got from going here and clicking copy image address. that goes here. Okay, and I'll also space just to make some room. Let's save this and refresh our page, and now we have a lovely picture of the beach on our page. So we haven't added any styling, so this is the exact same size that we found when we searched for this image on the internet. So it's a little bit over our boundaries, but we'll learn how to fix those things later. But what we have now are 6 different types of headings that you could use, a paragraph, and a link, and an image. So I'd say we've come a pretty long way from where we were. Okay, the next thing I want to briefly talk about are comments. So comments are important because as your page grows more and more and more, and you're on a team of developers, then you want to make sure that you comment out your code often so you know what each part means and what it's referring to. So I'm going to add a comment right above my image. And to do a comment, you can do one of 2 things in HTML. So in your text editor, comments are going to be noted by a left angle bracket, exclamation point, dash, dash, space, and then a dash, dash, right angle bracket. So inside here, you can add a comment. I'm going to put image of a beach, and I'm going to save that comment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh my page. As you can see, we don't see any text that says, image of a beach on here, do we? Images of beach is only text that we're able to see as developers. So this is why it makes it easy for us to look at the notes developers are doing, because all we'd have to do is comment on things. The user will not be able to see what we comment on. Only the developers working on the project will see these comments. So if somebody were to open up this file, they would know that this image is an image of a beach. All right, and you could make comments anywhere. I wouldn't go too crazy with the comments, but make sure that important things, like as you get further along and you're learning things like JavaScript and things like that, you want to make sure that you're putting comments about what the code is actually doing, just so others can have an idea as well. So I mentioned that there's a couple of ways that you can make comments. This is the first way, just writing it out like we did. The other way, and probably the most simplest way to do it, is to make some space here. So you can use command and then the question mark if you're on a Mac, or control and then the question mark if you're on a PC. And it's the same thing, except it adds those opening and closing comment tags for you. So all you then have to do is come in and write the text that you want. A paragraph. So save that. And then, of course, if we refresh, we are not going to see a paragraph right above our P tag because it's only shown to the developer. So I hope you learn more about tags that go inside of our body. Hopefully you'll be able to create something really soon. You've done so much so far. You've pretty much have a page here that you can kind of tweak around and play with the tags that we've learned so far. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.